everyone, this is the Crypto Bit Wiz and welcome back to this new video. Today is definitely a great day, just like all the other days this month for the world of cryptocurrencies. The value of cryptocurrencies is going crazy, especially for altcoins. It has only been a few months since Bitcoin was around $15,000, and most of us believed it would go even lower. Many missed the opportunity. Now we are at a $1.64 trillion market cap, and altcoins are soaring. We are far away from the $3 trillion market cap that was reached during the last bull market. So if we try to imagine a hypothetical future, how much could the value of altcoins reach? It's truly mind-boggling. These are figures that we can't even imagine. If we are able to withdraw our capital at the right time, that is the most decisive factor. Understanding when to take our money out of the crypto market. But in this video, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about which cryptocurrencies still need to start their run. Unfortunately, there are very few, but they do exist. Some have literally taken off. For example, Solana or Chainlink. On the other hand, there are others that still need to explode. In this video, we will look at the top 16 cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap and observe if they have already exploded or if they still have room for growth. Of course, when I say explode, I mean an initial explosion. We also need to consider the fact that even if they are close to their all-time high, for example, only 50% away, it may seem like a small amount, but it's actually a lot. A 50% gain, but we are talking about cryptocurrencies here. It's also possible that the current all-time high is not the true all-time high that we will see in the next bull market. So its value is something we still need to witness, and that's what we all hope for. We can base our analysis on the potential of the cryptocurrency and its current position. We also need to consider the marketing they are doing within the community as well as the foundation within its blockchain. Is it a valid blockchain that can continue to expand? I also want to remind you to be very careful during this period because a possible dump could occur. When there is such an extension, be cautious because the dump is truly at the door. These are not financial advice, these are my thoughts. If you feel confident to enter now because you have analyzed the situation with your own mind, then it's right for you to enter. Now let's take a look at the first altcoins. We can see the all-time high of each cryptocurrency. In this video, I want to show you which cryptos are yet to take off or at least have a greater potential than others for speculation. First, let's start with Bitcoin. As we can see, its level is really high, considering we are only 36% away from its old-time high. So we're almost there. Moving on to ETH, we're at 51.75%, so ETH has already taken off. This doesn't mean that these cryptocurrencies will only reach their all-time highs. Certainly the most important cryptos, even though they have already increased exponentially, like Bitcoin and ETH, are well above the level of other altcoins when it comes to recovering from their all-time highs. We also know that if the crypto market continues to rise, if the ETF is approved, and if the next bull market goes like the previous ones, these cryptocurrencies will have a significantly higher all-time high. So we must also believe in and visualize their all-time highs. In fact, Bitcoin could reach 80, 90, 100, 120K. In short, we can't know how high it will go in the future, but we can try to speculate on its all-time high. It is currently 36% away from its peak, but it's important to note that it's not its peak. Its all-time high could be much higher. Moving on, let's talk about USDC, and then BNB, which is definitely 64% away from its peak and could return to its peak. But it's not one of those cryptocurrencies that excites me because things are definitely changing within this exchange. However, people are still very skeptical, especially financial institutions and regulatory bodies. Even though the CEO CZ has stepped down and a new CEO wants to make everything more transparent and clean, talking about it is one thing, actually doing it is another. Anyway, we'll see how things go for BNB. It's definitely not one of those points like XRP, which, even though it's 80% away from its peak, is definitely one of those cryptos that can reach an incredible value since it has grown in level, as you can see, in terms of market capitalization within the crypto world. And certainly now that the discussion with the SEC is practically over, banks are focusing on it and will continue to do so in the future. So many other banks will enter, and when financial institutions invest in the crypto world, the value can only skyrocket as a result. Therefore, I expect it to reach its all-time high. And if there's one crypto that is yet to take off, it's Solana. This is the first crypto that still has to take off. It's not the same story with Solana, we've already seen it. It was at a very low level in terms of its real value. I've always said it's one of my favorites. I said it even when it was between $8 and $13, and it has literally exploded recently. It's probably the cryptocurrency that is under the most scrutiny, and it has given the most returns to those who have invested in it. Sure, CAs and Run have also seen significant increases, but they are not as well known as Sol. Sol has had an incredible performance. And believe it or not, we are still at 70.44% of its all-time high. What do I expect? I expect it to go beyond its all-time high. So this cryptocurrency has definitely had a rough start, but there is still room for improvement. There is a possibility of making 4x or 5x returns, but not 10x. Moving on, we have a stable coin, and then we have ADA. It is currently at 80% of its all-time high, and it has recently taken off. It was one of those cryptocurrencies that I had marked as one to watch, especially because it was yet to take off. And now, it has literally taken off. The world of cryptocurrencies can explode overnight, as we have seen. And that's exactly what happened with ADA. It is truly a stable cryptocurrency in the sense that it has a very important team and is constantly developing. Investors now have a different perspective on ADA compared to other cryptocurrencies. They trust ADA because it has proven to react explosively in bull markets much more than other cryptocurrencies. So ADA is definitely one that still has room to grow, just like Dogecoin. Speaking of Dogecoin, we are currently at 86% of its all-time high. It's worth mentioning that Dogecoin doesn't have a solid foundation like ADA, but it's also possible that when we have a true bull market, not one forced by news, Dogecoin will be pushed up again, most likely by Elon Musk, who will ride the wave. Its value could definitely rise, maybe even reaching that coveted dollar mark. If the crypto market capitalization could reach 4 or 5 trillion, then Dogecoin is another one that, in my opinion, can rise. So, to summarize, for now, XRP, Dogecoin, and ADA are the 3 cryptocurrencies that I believe still have the potential to explode compared to others. ADA has already exploded in recent days, and we'll see how it goes in the coming days. Now let's move on to AVAX. AVAX is definitely a very good cryptocurrency that has exploded recently. Although we are at 76%, I don't expect it to return to its all-time high. The truth is, it has a lot of competitors, and the team also needs to improve. In this case, I'm not a big fan of how they handle marketing, but everyone can have their own opinion. It's worth mentioning that we are still 76% away from its peak, so we still have a long way to go, but in my opinion, it has already taken off. Let's talk about Polkadot. This crypto really caught my attention. It has completely changed its ecosystem. It wants to become a computing ecosystem. If you want me to dive deeper into Polkadot, let me know in the comments. They have managed their marketing very poorly, so I expect a complete overhaul of the marketing sector. And since we are still in a bull market, there is a lot of potential for growth. If things are done right, Polkadot can explode in a crazy way. It hasn't even fully taken off yet. Its all-time high is around $54, almost $55, and currently it's at $7. It's really uncertain. It's one of those cryptos that can either take off or never take off. During a bull market, it can increase in value because everything increases in value. Even an ecosystem that doesn't have much to offer. But this is really a question mark. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. In my opinion, it's one of those cryptos that can perform well. Let's say it's 50-50. It can take off if the system works well, or it can just increase a little, maybe x2, which is not much. If we look at Tron during a bull market, it's already at 53% of its all-time high, even though no one talks about it. It has had good results, but it doesn't make me think of a x1. A crypto that has already taken off is Link. I hope you didn't miss it. I even made a double pack on Link during the deepest bear market because it's a historical crypto. It has always performed well and sometimes even outperformed Bitcoin. It's an ecosystem that is constantly expanding. So a 68% increase compared to its all-time high is not much, but it can reach an even higher level. Personally, I'm not adding more money to Link, but if I had to choose whether to enter now or not, my target would be halved, but I would still enter because I see a lot of potential in it. The same goes for Matic. It's a historical crypto with a solid foundation and a solid team. Everything makes me hope that it will surpass its all-time high with a higher market capitalization. But even in this case, we are already at 68% of its all-time high. So being mature doesn't mean that cryptos that are below 90% will perform better than those at 68%. It depends on the crypto and its potential. Matic has the potential to become a bomb, but I see it more as a long-term crypto. It's one of the most solid ones, and I couldn't miss it. I really like it. All right, guys, let's talk about two cryptocurrencies that I think are worth keeping an eye on. The first one is Toncoin, currently at 56%. Now, this is a very recent crypto, but it's connected to the Telegram universe, which is constantly expanding. During the bull market, it could explode, especially considering its potential for global adoption through its connection to Telegram. With over 800 million users, once Toncoin is implemented within Telegram, things will change for this crypto and it will soar. So, despite being at 56%, I believe it's definitely worth investing in. It's a space crypto that I really like. Now let's move on to Shiba Inu, currently at 88%. This is a crypto that is still about to take off. It started as a meme coin, but now it's more than that. They are implementing its blockchain and increasing its usage through burns. Another token bond is also connected to Shiba, and its value increases based on the number of burns made with Shiba. Additionally, there's the Shibarium and some mini games that allow burning of the Shiba token. They are trying to burn as much as possible to increase Shiba's value, and I really like how they are moving forward with this. It's a well-known crypto, and its time is very high at 88%. This crypto is perhaps the most explosive and one of my favorites, even though it's not a meme coin. I usually don't speak highly of meme coins, but in this case, I can't help but say positive things because it's truly underrated. It's probably the most underrated among the top 20, and it hasn't even taken off yet. So guys, these are the cryptos that I think have either taken off or are about to. Of course, these are just my ideas and not financial advice on whether to invest or not. Please let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with me, and if you'd like a follow-up video where I share my thoughts on other cryptocurrencies. I could make a couple of videos focusing on the top 100, but analyzing beyond that doesn't make much sense. There might be hidden gems outside the top 200 that could really explode in the future, but we can only find out by taking a chance or even looking beyond the top 200. Also, there's one particular crypto that has received massive investments for an airdrop, and I believe it has the potential to revolutionize the entire world of cryptocurrencies. That's it for now, guys. Stay tuned for more crypto videos, and remember, the background music will be perfect for a video about cryptocurrencies. And I'm not exaggerating. For me, it's crazy. It's truly incredible. Just look at the investments that have been made. I'll just tell you that they've invested $200 million, and the investments are still growing. If you're curious, as always, I ask you to continue following me, and above all, share these videos so we can hear the opinions of others. It's always a positive thing, and it can make us think if we're making the right moves or not, obviously not relying solely on their thoughts, but combining our thoughts with theirs and trying to find the best solution and understand which of the many opinions is right or wrong. I hope you liked the video and that you understood, through the visualization of the all-time of each cryptocurrency, if you think these cryptocurrencies are already on the right track, if their all-time is what they've had in the past, or if it could be higher, or if even the new cryptocurrencies in the market can reach levels of 10x or 20x. Obviously, no one can know for sure, but by reasoning well about everything, we can still try to understand. And if this has been truly helpful to you, I ask you to support the channel by sharing this video or another one of my videos to help my daily work. And in addition to this, also subscribe. If you're not subscribed, activate the bell and click like. A big hello from the Crypto Bit Wiz.